This is Rev Michelle Hopkins.
Impact segment tonight. There's an organization called the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, run by a name named Mikey Weinstein, a Republican who worked in the Reagan administration. Mr. Weinstein wants to hold military officers responsible for perceived religious proselytizing. I got it, proselytizing. Writing in the Huffington Post, Weinstein says, quote, "We face incredibly well-funded gangs of fundamentalist Christian monsters who terrorize their fellow Americans by forcing their weaponized and twisted version of Christianity upon their helpless subordinates in our nation's armed forces. We must vigorously support the continuing efforts to expose pathologically anti-gay, Islamophobic, and rabidly intolerant agitators for what they are, die-hard enemies of the United States Constitution," unquote.
And tonight, also in the news, just 3 weeks after the Boston bombing, the FBI says they have broken up another terror plot, and this one reportedly a man with ties to an American militia group.
Do you remember when the Boston bombing happened? How that CNN was desperate to cause the experts and local law enforcement agencies to presume that it was a fundamentalist terrorist group, a homegrown fundamentalist Christian militia or terrorist group. CNN was desperate to get these people to say that, and the experts, God love them, and the local law enforcement agencies said, "Though this looks like something that we've seen before." And they went ahead with the investigation, unfortunately for the Obama administration. What we learned later on was that these people had ties to the White House. They had actually been to the White House over the last few years. In 2011, they were invited to the White House and went. While the brother who survived was in the hospital, the First Lady of this country went and visited him. She did not visit the man who had both of his legs blown off by the man that she visited. No, she went to go visit the bomber. Well, this much beloved anchorwoman, if we will listen to what she is saying, is telling us why the Boston Marathon bombing happened. It was to set America up to accept pre-crime arrests of people being accused of terrorism without any evidence to prove that. Because of what people put on their Facebook sites, on their social media sites, what they say to other people, whether or not they own guns, so on and so forth. These people are being set up and accused of pre-crime, arrested, and thrown away. Their lives destroyed, whether they get out or not. Sent to prisons with or without habeas corpus, with or without trial. They can be held indefinitely because of NDAA. We can even be hit by a drone with conventional weaponry or frequency weaponry or plasma weaponry and killed in our homes as we sleep. Sinkholes can be made to open up underneath our bedrooms and swallow us up. Because of molecular dissociation, we have the capability to create that. It's my humble opinion that we have many, many times already, and we are doing it on a regular basis. This devastation must have been at the hand of one of the president's arch enemies. But let's listen to her as she tells us what's going to be happening to Christians in the future. We're being set up, and this is what it looks like.
They say he had a cache of weapons and explosives. So who was his target? ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas on that case.
The FBI is describing this man as a potential domestic terrorist. Buford Rogers was arrested at his mobile home about 2 hours west of Minneapolis late last week after authorities allegedly found pipe bombs, Molotov cocktails for starting fires, and a Romanian AKM assault rifle like the one seen here.
With an AK-47, particularly if it's modified to automatic, if that's the case, you can kill dozens of people in a minute or two.
FBI and local police say they moved quickly against Rogers, a militia member, because he was planning attacks against local residents, possibly including government officials. His family says the charges are bogus.
We have never done a violent thing like that in our lives.
On his Facebook page 2 years ago, Rogers, who says he founded the Black Snake Militia, spoke of a coming war with the government, allegedly writing, NWO, New World Order, has taken all of your freedoms, right to bear arms, freedom of speech. Together we can fight back. They won't take me down without a fight.
This is Rev Michelle Hopkins. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.